burn all the stuff. It was so cathartic. Hey, welcome to my channel. You can call me Ali. How you feeling today? Let me know in the comment section. So on this channel, we talk about anything that has to do with holistic health. It's about mind, body, and soul. We focus on personal development, emotional health, relationships, fitness, anything that will empower you to become the best version of yourself. So if you like any of these things, stick around. So yeah, I wanted to talk today about how to heal after a breakup. So breakups are rough. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's just so, it can be so intense, and it's a hard thing. So I hope one of these things that I'm gonna share with you guys today will help you alleviate some of the suffering. So the first thing that I wanted to share with you is a breakup is like grieving something. You're grieving the relationship. So you can go through the stages of grief. According to Elizabeth Kubler-Ross, there's 5 stages of grief. There's denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. So those stages, you can go through them after a breakup, and it's completely legit. You're grieving the relationship, basically, and it's normal. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to do a video about the grieving process. Thank you. So the other thing that I want you to remember when you're going through a breakup is don't put pressure on yourself. Don't put a deadline saying, okay, by next month I'm gonna be over this guy, or by next week, or in 6 months. Don't put that kind of pressure on yourself. Give yourself permission to take whatever time you need to really grieve and get over that person. Feel the emotion. If you're angry, go ahead and feel the anger. If you're resentful, if you want to spend 2-3 days listening to breakup song, listening to Adele, or watching Crazy Stupid Love, or those kind of movies, go ahead and do whatever you need to get that emotion out of yourself and recognize that it's part of the process of getting over that person. The other thing that I think it's important when you're going through a breakup is to listen to your intuition. Don't be like, oh yeah, this guy, I don't care. Don't pretend. Just listen to your intuition, and that's how you're gonna know when you're really ready to move on. It's not true that the best way to get over someone is to be under another one. No, that's not the best way. It's actually toxic, and it's not healthy. You're just really, you're basically going around with an emotional pain that might come out in the future with someone that has nothing to do with whatever you experienced. And don't do that. Just give yourself time to heal. Listen to your intuition. You will know deep down when you're ready to move on. Just trust your instinct. It's not gonna be the next day. That's not healthy. Okay, another step that it's very important is forgiveness. And this, I can do another video on forgiveness. Oh my gosh. Let me know in the comment section if you want me to do a video about forgiveness. So when I talk about forgiveness, I talk about forgiving yourself and the other person. But first, the most important thing, I think, it's to forgive yourself. Sometimes when you think about forgiveness, is as in if the person's gonna win. No, nobody's winning. You're helping yourself. You're doing yourself a favor by forgiving yourself, even if you think that there's nothing to forgive yourself to, that guy or that girl was the worst person, and etc. Well, forgive yourself for putting yourself in that position, putting yourself in a position to deal with that kind of energy or that kind of drama. Forgive yourself, because next time you'll know better, right? And forgive the other person. You know what? Sometimes if you carry that hurt with you and you are ready to go into another relationship, that might affect the other relationship. So just forgive and release that person. If you think that they did you wrong and it was unfair, trust me, life is about balance, and karma is a what? Yeah, you know. So just release that. It's not your job to go and create a situation where you need to be like vengeful or whatever. Don't even give it a second. That relationship is done. It's done. Just leave it, and you will be better for it. The other step that I think you should consider is to review the relationship, like from beginning to the end. What was the most important thing to you, and what did you learn? I would suggest for you to make a list, 2 columns. What did I like about this relationship? What did I hate? That would help you know yourself better, and it will help you see certain things that you don't like in people. And next time if you see something like that in a potential partner, you're gonna be like, not this time, not this time. So think about that, okay? Another list that you can make is lesson learned. What did I learn in this relationship? I always suggest to take a notebook, a journal or something, because writing things out actually helps you gain perspective, and it also helps you be more objective, because in relationships sometimes, especially after a breakup, it's just so many emotions, and yeah, there's so many emotions. You just want to take time to bring some objectivity in that, because you want to make sure that you're getting better, and also that you're not just stuck in a cycle of dating the same guy over and over. If you want me to do a video about dating the same person over and over, like similar qualities, similar things that you hate about that person, you end up with F-boys all the time, let me know. I'll make a video about that. Something that we always have to remember is that relationships, especially intimate relationships, are made to help us to learn a little bit more about ourselves and about each other. Well, you learn through the phases, and what was my point? Oh yeah, so relationships are made for you to learn about yourself. What is your strength, what is your weakness, or areas that you can improve. What should you look into a partner if you're looking for a long-term partnership or marriage or things like that, like, or what works for you at the end of the day. So it's good to experiment and meet different people, be open-minded, because that's how you get to know yourself. That's how you get to know what you want, your dislike and like. With relationship, you can't just read a book about relationship and think about everything. No, you have to actually live the experience. You have to be in it. It's the best way to learn. So if a relationship is done and you have regrets, don't have regrets. It was a learning experience, and then because of this relationship, you have so many things that you can learn and take you to the next person, or help you learn about yourself and what you want. Another important step is the step of letting it go. Just let that person go. I'm talking about no more DMs, no more pictures in your phone. Just delete everything. Get rid of it. You're not with that person anymore. Why you scrolling down? Why you scrolling on their Instagram? Why you checking them out? Just leave them be. It's just gonna keep you in that cycle, and you will never move on. So delete their number, delete everything. I'm really cold when it comes to that. Like, when I'm done, I'm done. You know why? Because you need to create space for yourself and for the other potential relationship. You can't move on from someone if you're still like checking them out, or oh, what did they do today, or what kind of picture did they post today. Like, stop it. It's not healthy, okay? Just trust me, okay? This is with love, okay? Don't cry. I know he hurt you or she hurt you, but you know what? You'll do better next time. So let them go. Delete those pictures. Trust me. Or you know what? If you're not ready to delete them, save them in a file that you will delete later, but don't have them in your phone and just, no. That's not healthy, okay? What I used to do back in the days when I was still dating and stuff, I used to, if I'm done with someone, I take all the gift they give me, all the messages, like written notes or cards, I put them in the box. If I can donate the jewelry, I just donate to someone, like my sisters or my, like someone. I just, or sell them, like get rid of that. Or what I used to do is, I just, in a safe way, I just go outside, put it in a box, and just burn all the stuff. It was so cathartic for me to just get rid of all those things, because it just felt like it was weighing me down, especially the relationships that you really think that are going somewhere, and then it just blindsides you and you're like, what, we're done, okay, oh my gosh. You don't think about it often, but objects actually carry an emotional energy with them. When you take something, when you take a t-shirt or a sweater that belonged to someone, you feel it. Don't deny it. You know it's true. So get rid of those things. It's gonna help you create space for yourself to heal, and also space for that next relationship. Another thing that I wanted to touch on is, if you're having a hard time letting that person go and you really love them, yeah, put all those things in a box, put it away, just let it go, because if they're really meant for you, they'll come back. It's really cheesy, you know, they say if you really love someone, let them go, and if they're meant for you, they'll come back. It's true. I know it's cheesy, but it's true. That's how the universe, life works. If you're meant to be with someone, years will pass, whatever's meant for you will come back to you. Don't be thirsty and stuff, like just let them go, and if they're meant for you, they'll come back, but don't chase after them, and you can't force anybody to love you. Just learn to love yourself, and you will attract people that respect you and love you and are there for you. The next topic I want to touch on is self-care, and that one I think I can do an extensive video on. So if you want a video about self-care, let me know in the comment section. When I talk about self-care, I mean do something for yourself. I feel like after a breakup, you spend so much energy on that person, and then you feel depleted afterwards. So what do? You have to take care of yourself. You have to refill your cup. So if you like taking bath or having a good glass of wine or going to a spa, do something just for yourself. Do something to just give yourself some love, because you're hurting and you need to take care of yourself. Surround yourself with people who love you, who care for you. It's gonna remind you that you're worth it, and you're worth being loved. I remember sometimes after breaks up, I would just feel like I'm unworthy, that like I'm not worth of love anymore. But it's not true. Like, you know, like when you're hurting, I used to tell myself so many negative things. So the way I used to counter that is to be around people who loved me and who cared for me and who reminded me who I am and how strong, beautiful, and creative, that I was worthy of love. So be around those kind of people. Be around that positive energy. Go to a spa, like I was saying. Go shopping a little bit, or go treat yourself with something just makes you feel good. Go for a walk. Just replenish that cup of yours. Like you give yourself more love. Another thing that I want to touch on is personal development. This is like something that I'm passionate about, because every time that you break up, it's just another no. It's okay. That means that's not your person. It's okay. Let them go. But develop yourself. Get better as a human being, as a woman, as a man. Get better, and then prepare yourself for that next relationship. When I talk about personal development, learn to know yourself. Read books about it. There's no shame. There's always space to get better. So on that perspective, go ahead and develop yourself. Focus on, okay, I want this type of person, but am I ready for that kind of person? If you want to be with someone who's like emotional, have a high emotional intelligence, if you want to be with someone more mature or more successful, well, how are you in those areas? You can't attract someone, you can't be just like, oh, I want someone who's wealthy or whatever, and you don't even know how to manage your own finances, or you don't have it has to make sense. So if you want someone who's more emotionally intelligent, then develop your emotional intelligence so you can attract people like that, because your energy, the vibe that you have, attracts the kind of people that are like you. So your vibe, if you have a positive vibe, you attract people who are positive. If you feel like unworthy, you're gonna attract people who are gonna show you that you're unworthy. So get in that mindset of, okay, I want to get better, I want to develop myself. I know this video, it talks about steps, but this is like, it doesn't have to be like, oh, I have to go through all these stages, all these steps in a month. It's a process. Give yourself the time you need. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, give yourself the time you need. This is just to tell you, hey, it's a path, and you go step by step. It might be hard one day. You might fall down and be like, oh my gosh, I spent like 30 minutes or an hour like stalking him or her on Instagram. Okay, that's fine. But then, okay, do you know, when you know, you do better. But doesn't mean we're searching for perfection. It's a process. Everything is a process. And my goal for these videos is to just remind you guys, like, you can do it. You're strong enough, and you're worthy. You're worthy of love. You are an amazing person, and just keep getting better. But don't be like, oh, I need to be perfect today. It's a process. So you guys, that's it for this video. Let me know what you thought about the video in the comment section. If I said something that you were able to connect with, give me a thumbs up or thumbs down. Anything, just let me know what you think. And if you like this kind of videos, don't forget to subscribe. And I'm so glad that we found each other. Thank you so much for watching the video until the end. I'm sending you lots of love and light. See you in the next video. Bye.